get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's just cut the crap and get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
Let's get down to brass tacks here.
This is it. The American dream.
But let's get to brass tacks here.
We don't need to fucking practice, Randy!
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing today? It is the Brass Tacks Podcast, episode 79. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. My name is Rick.
It's 69 plus 10.
That's Adam.
Think about it.
Executive intern Logan's off for the day. It's his grandmother's birthday, so he's paying to have her fisted by like a group of gentlemen.
Nice.
I'm sure. That's the thing. Don't you? I feel like after a while, old people kind of get lumped into the same category of gift giving. It's like, hey, here's a sweater, or here's some stupid bullshit your kids made, or you know what I mean?
I mean, you're old, dude.
But like I feel like the older you get, the more extravagant the gifts have to be. These people have been alive for how long?
Yeah, well, I mean, that depends. I don't know. But yeah, for sure.
You definitely don't get them, depends.
You could.
Ugh.
That's not bad. That's actually...
Thank you, yeah.
But
starting off strong
yeah,
today.
well, depends, I think, are expensive. Like, I mean, baby diapers, I hear, are expensive, so...
I'll let you know. But yeah, no, I'm guessing, I mean, there's more surface area to be covered with an old ass, so of course, yeah, they gotta be more expensive.
They have to be able to handle bigger problems. You know, like...
Isn't that just what old
people are? Baby shit is not like an old person shit. You've ever been to a grocery store?
Dude.
Those are the worst toilets. Don't ever go to a grocery store toilet.
Well, yeah, I used to.
Because old dudes are walking in there and because they're shitting their britches, dude.
I used to drink in grocery stores whenever I would go grocery shopping. Because as we know, well, yeah, you know, I used to carry around, like, you know, back when I was on the sauce real hard, I used to carry these double shots of Jim Beam in my pocket. And when I'd go to the grocery store before I'd start shopping, like, I knew I was going to be there for like an hour or two. And Daddy at that time couldn't go that long. So I had to go in the bathroom and take down a couple of little Jim Beams, and then I could be all right for the aisles. But yeah, I had to be all right. You know, okay. when you're getting shit off the top shelf, you can't be shaking like an asshole.
True.
But you see old diaper butts sometimes, and that shit looks uncomfortable.
No, I'm telling you, that is where disasters happen. Is in grocery store. We got to get someone that works at a grocery store and ask them, because I think old people are shitting their pants there all the time.
Well, yeah, dude. Think about those people who ride around on Rascals all day, and they're like, their stomachs and their insides are all crimped up and not letting the shit move through like they're supposed to. And then like it eventually comes to a head or a hole, and they have to go into the stupid stall, and that shit doesn't come out with normal pressure.
No.
It comes out like a sprinkler, and it's just like
dangerous. Yeah.
It's not a good scene, man. And I've seen it before, like working in an operating room. You see people under anesthesia, they'll shit themselves, or like especially if somebody dies on the table, they shit and piss immediately.
Well, of course.
And it's always liquid. It's never easy to clean up, dude. It's
well, of course not.
I don't miss that job.
No, but another thing that was, it's kind of adjacent to that bugs me. Why are all the old people getting vaccinated first? It should be fucking people that in their 19, from 19 to fucking 45, you got to get vaccinated because you need to get back out and start working.
Are you saying people that contribute
old people
something
don't
to
go
society?
anywhere. They fucking stay in their house. No one wants to see you, you know? So they're always in their houses. They barely do anything. They should be the last on the list. It should be so we can get restaurants opened again, concerts, everything. Old people aren't doing any of this. Yeah. So shut up. They should be the last. Stay inside, old people, you old bags. Get all the people that need to get vaccinated, get out, get the economy going.
Yeah.
Then we'll worry about you old people later.
Well, like I told you, dude, there's that fucking...
Fuck, it's a waste of fucking time, dude.
Like I was telling Adam this earlier. I manage a liquor store, as most of you know, and the elderly people that come in there are literally they're the only people not taking precautions, trying to like keep themselves from getting this virus or whatever. Like I've got one guy in particular. He's not the only one of his kind either. He comes in, he touches the door handle, no gloves, no nothing like that, opens the door, and then when he gets to the counter, he lifts his mask up to lick his fingers and touches money. And every time he touches a bill, he licks his finger again.
Yeah, money's like the dirtiest thing.
Dude, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, and you deserve every fucking
You're
bit
not
of
good,
it.
but here's the thing. He's probably not going to die. That's the joke of this whole fucking virus thing, dude,
You're not
at this
wrong.
point.
You're not wrong. I mean, that's the sad part about this is that you're not fucking wrong. Those are the guys. They're like cockroaches.
Yeah,
you know, they'll survive
right, you'll be
nuclear
fine.
holocaust, whatever the fuck. And then meanwhile, you and I, if we stub our toes, that's it. We're done. We got
okay.
we get consumption or something random.
Yeah. But my point is, I think, okay, we talk about getting the economy going. Well, vaccinate the people that will jumpstart the economy. Old people aren't doing anything.
Yeah, and I think
they fucked our country for how many years before?
Well, yeah, and
so good. Enjoy it. Stay inside. Everyone else is going to get back to work. But
Well,
no,
you raise
we
a
gotta
good point.
Let's vaccinate the old people first.
Yeah, you raise a good point by
The ones that made all these laws. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
but by stating that like these people are generally secluded in their own contained environments. Like even when you look at something like an old folks home, how about instead of rushing to vaccinate all of them, you temporarily cut off any like don't be having a crazy bunch of visitations, all this other horse shit. They don't leave the compounds most of the time. You know, they're there all the time, every fucking day. So like,
Right.
it's not hard to just isolate these people. Yeah, it sucks, but we all have to make some
Yeah.
sacrifices.
Oh, that's the sacrifices we should be making.
right.
That
right.
should be what we're actually the sacrifice, not everyone shut down because old people could fucking die. Well, what do you mean? That doesn't. What, we're shutting down so old people can live 5 more years?
Telling
That doesn't
you.
make any sense.
Well, of course it doesn't. What
And they're
makes
getting
sense?
vaccinated first. We got to shut down for you, and you get vaccinated first. Oh, when all the old, it's not like when 65 or older get vaccinated, then everything's going to open up. No, we're going to. Oh, now we got to wait for everyone to get vaccinated.
How about healthcare workers, teachers, shit like that?
You go into a nursing home, you get vaccinated, but by the way, that's not going to make a difference because you can still get the virus with this mRNA vaccine.
The worst
and
thing
you
you
can
have
transmit
to
it as
the
well.
worst thing you have to worry about in a fucking nursing home is an STD. That's the
very
main
true.
thing flying
That's
around.
probably why all of them are getting wiped out in there. They have chlamydia, they got gonorrhea,
Yep.
a urinary
Pre-existing
tract
conditions.
infection because they're fucking
UTIs.
with no rubbers.
Pulling
doing
each other's
anal.
diapers down, eating each other's diaper
Oh
ass.
yeah, dude. Hep C is run rampant. That's why they're dying.
Everybody's got Hep C.
They have attached STDs. That's it's underlying.
No, it's a problem though. You're right. It's a problem, and that's
It
definitely
bugs me a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Like,
It's annoying. It's fucking annoying because I mean, it's not the only. It's not
I
the
want to
only
go
aspect.
outside and not wear a fucking mask anymore.
Well, it's
and I
not
gotta
the
wait for
only-
the old people.
It's not the only aspect of this situation that's affecting us this way, and it's also not the only short-sighted implementation of countermeasures that we're seeing. You know, we're facing a whole lot of issues right now, and our leadership, regardless of what capacity they're operating at,
What
whether
age
it's-
is our leadership?
whether it's state or federal, like it seems like the common sense answers to a lot of these questions, like a lot of common sense solutions, aren't being implemented because they either cost too much to these people, to the establishment, or whatever the fuck. It's like no matter what, they're trying to pivot every little thing that they do to pass on the bill to the taxpayer.
There's a narrative, dude.
Yeah, and it's insane
Well,
because
there's a narrative, yeah.
we're also seeing misinformation campaigns intentionally
Mr.
done.
and Missive for sure. Dude,
Okay.
yeah, like I don't.
What's up, Agent D-Bone? How you doing, dude?
There's a lot of just bullshit. Like, yeah, I don't know the transmissibility. They try to say asymptomatic. You can spread fat like more
Yeah.
than that. That is bullshit.
Well, yeah, that doesn't make
There's
sense.
no like scientific evidence that proves that at all.
Maybe,
But it's convenient, right? If you say that, oh, I don't have any symptoms, I can go out.
I think they're
trying to scare you, dude.
Right, I think they
Trying to say,
mean
"Don't
that
go
in the
out."
capacity of, like, an
Stay inside.
asymptomatic person is going to be going
you're gonna
to
kill
more
your
places. Oh, my fucking God.
Just saying.
Shut the fuck up.
It just pisses me off.
Yeah, this pisses me off.
Oh,
But it's like,
pissed
dude,
off.
they just fucking, it's asymptomatic people are moving around to more places. They're going to work. They're going about business as usual. And so, yeah, they're gonna spread more simply due to the fact that they're encountering more people throughout the day and they're visiting more public spaces than someone who already has it or already is exhibiting symptoms. Because logically, unless these people are sociopaths, they're going home, they're quarantining, or they're going to a hospital somewhere where, they can stay for a while until it passes. Whereas an asymptomatic person isn't going to do that. They're not even going to know they have it half the time.
Well, how are they getting into these hospitals? They're all overrun because everyone's sick and dying, dude.
It's true.
They're all dead. I mean, look at how many healthcare workers, our heroes, are just falling over dead because this virus is so violent.
You mean to tell me you don't like the dancing nurses on TikTok?
Yeah, dancing nurses like
Doesn't that just piss you
fake
off?
Caskets.
Yeah, like the dudes in Africa dancing with them and shit.
Yeah, it's like
I love the African dancing coffin guys. Those are the real heroes. Or not. Anyway, I also wanted to say what a pleasure it was playing video games with you and Rabbi last night.
Oh, it was fun. It was definitely fun, yeah.
Smoking you guys out, dude. We had a problem last night. I figured out another way to troll, man.
Yeah.
Rabbi says nurses are hot. What is it? What are you even talking about, Rabbi? What are you talking about?
He's fucking white knighting, dude.
We should get his ass.
White knight chat, dude.
We should get his ass in here since he was part of the festivities last night. Anyway, yeah, so we were playing Call of Duty last night, and I like to carry around smoke, and I also, whatever that perk is that allows you to have like 2 throwable weapons or whatever the fuck, I always have 2 smokes on me, and I just kept following Adam around the maps, and I was not concentrating on the
it was on
objective at all.
hardcore too. So if you get hit with that grenade, that takes 50% of your life away.
Yeah, at first it wasn't intentional. I just kept throwing smoke wherever Adam was crouched because it would just blur his vision. He can't fire at whoever he's firing at. But then I kept just making these way too accurate shots, and I kept hitting Adam, and I just kept getting the hit marker. And if you hit somebody twice with a smoke grenade, they die. So I kept running around accidentally killing Adam when all I wanted to do was smoke him out a little bit. That's all I was trying to do. And that's exactly what I was hearing on the headset. You just hear,
Yeah, it was annoying.
Rabbi, did you have fun last night?
Yeah, it was fun.
That's it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Standard fun.
Rabbi didn't get smoked out a lot, though.
Well, I was learning to avoid it. I was like, oh, there it goes. So I just went the other way.
That's true. It's not like it's not hard to see once you throw those old bad boys. And they bleed through walls, too.
Do they?
Yeah, that's another thing that pisses me off.
So do you not even use thermal optics?
No. No,
Yeah, you should.
it's not about that.
It's about the smoke. It's not even about...
I don't even care what weapon I'm carrying whenever I have the smoke grenades going on. That's why it's so much fun.
Well...
Adam kept calling me the C word. I didn't appreciate that.
Courageous.
Yes.
Okay, that's not true at all. You were there. You're just lying. Oh, yeah. So... last night when I was putting the show together, I was kind of revisiting some stuff from last week because there was a piece of bad news that we didn't get to. And I went back to the Sniffer website, the used panties and used socks website. And I found another category that it's just a whole new category of gross.
Can I guess?
Go ahead and guess. Yeah.
Is it period related?
No, that wouldn't gross me out as much as this grosses me out.
Skid marks?
No.
Okay, peeing in them is not...
We already went through that.
Right.
That was more funny than anything else.
Do they shove them up their butts?
No, this is this is the market of discharge and masturbation panties. So like just these.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me cut the monitor over. If you guys are just listening on Podbean, you just know you can go over to YouTube at any time and see these videos that we're watching. This pair of panties just looks like somebody dropped glue into them. Just clear glue. Like I told you earlier, this shit grosses me out more than anything on the planet. I can handle shit, blood, anything, but like viscous clear fluids like this is just one of the grossest things ever. And
$35?
$35 for discharge panties. And
I feel like you gotta have a lot of discharge panties to really turn a profit on this, but
so like right now, I can feel the back of my throat moving around weird because this shit just grosses me out. The name of the product, she calls it Creamy Goodness. And it says, oh wait, hold on. I'm forgetting myself. There we go. All right. As disgusting as this is, I'm going to try to do this as hot as possible for all you people out there with a disgusting fetish. This is Creamy Goodness. Let's listen to this little description here and see if you boys out there want to buy a pair of used underwear. $35. Feel free to take this sexy pair of panties off my hands. If you really want to maximize their worth, you can add an additional $5 per day of wear and really get to see what my girl puts out. So that disgusts me right off the bat that for an extra $5 a day, she'll keep wearing them and keep wearing them. And I don't like that she calls her vagina her girl. That's just so gross to me for some reason.
The whole thing's
Just
a
don't
little
like that pussy power.
I don't like anything about this. What were you gonna say?
No, yeah. Though, how do you get? Isn't there like a biohazard to ship something like that?
It should be, and especially during a time of a pandemic like this.
Damn panic, dude. That's for sure.
Oh, we forgot the profile details. Hold on, let me get this. The display name is Princess Maddie. Date of birth, November 27th, 1997. Country, USA. Body type, slim. Hair color's brown. Eye color brown. And the boobs are medium. I don't even know what that means. It's like a C?
Medium boobs.
Like a B or a C, I guess.
Medium.
Sexual orientation.
Psychic boobs.
She's heterosexual out there, gentlemen.
Psychic boobs.
Psychic
That's what it
boobs.
actually means.
Oh my god, medium
Probably, that was a good
boobs.
one. That was a good one.
Oh fuck. All right, so I got there's another ad out here too. This one's even grosser because it's black underwear.
Well, you've got me turned on, so continue.
All right.
Oh,
so right here we've got
feet, dude.
we've got Queen Arch Nemesis.
Oh, that's a foot reference, by the way.
Yes, it
Arch
is.
Nemesis. Oh, her hand sticks. Don't take a
she's-
picture with her head.
And
Your hand's gross.
She's holding these pair of fucking disgusting
bitch is
crusty
60.
white underwear.
She's 60. Look at her hand, dude.
I know that.
My hands
Let
don't
me
look
get
like
into
that.
the profile because that's exactly where
It
I
looks
was
like
going.
she came out of the shower.
I know. So this is a creepy pair or crusty pair of black underwear. It looks like she just rubbed glue stick all over it. But the display name for this lady is Queen Arch Nemesis. Date of birth is clearly a lie at July 27th,
Bullshit.
1994.
94?
She's got Nosferatu hands. There's no way. Country is USA. Body type is thick, so fat. Hair color's black. Eye color brown. Boobs big. Pubic hair style is Brazilian. Sexual orientation is bisexual. Get those coins out, boys, because she's accepting them. And let's see how much these disgusting rags are. Oh, they're only $20, probably because they're coming from a 60-year-old woman.
Her hand is... Who's buying that?
I have no idea.
Also, she obviously paints the inside of her nails. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know.
No, those are fake nails. I think
Oh,
they come
okay.
like that.
Yeah.
Like weird acrylics. You can
It
see
might be a
the...
dude.
Look, on her pinky.
What if it is?
It's me.
No, your hands do not look like that, dude.
No, I've got beautiful hands.
Well, they're just not 60 years old.
You can see her real fingernail on her pinky right underneath the acrylic.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Bitch is faking these nails.
Yep.
I don't like that. That's just so phony. Nobody wants your disgusting, creamy underwear. No one's trying to buy that shit. Hello, Tron Cat. Thank you for joining us on Podbean here. Let's see. So yeah, that was something I just wanted to bring up because it was something I was going through last night, and I found some more disgusting used panties.
Certainly turned me on. So
Adam and I, and as well as intern Logan, we are going to try to sell some of our old underwear on there and see if we can get away with it.
I think we're gonna give it a shot. We have a username. Don't
Yeah.
give it away.
I already said it last episode.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
It's Anne Frank's Box 69 if you want to check us out on Sniffer.
If you're looking for a pair of underwear that's been lightly to heavily used,
Very
I'm thinking of
heavily
just
used.
doing 1 day,
What do you mean?
like a 1 day use.
Oh, yeah.
I think it gets enough wear in
But
1
we
day.
have to be able to come up with a creative description of what we did whilst in the pants. Like you could be like heavy corporate office use, You know, like just talk up the money you have and stuff. Be like millionaire asshole sweat, something like that.
No, yeah, I don't know. I would say sat down, took 2 dumps.
Yeah.
Like
scratched with my Cheetos fingers.
Yeah.
Just nastiness.
Oh, Cheetos fingers.
But yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that for real. I still want to get in touch with the channeling guy. But right after we put out that episode, he put out a couple of videos like where he was kind of talking about like frauds and people out there like that make fun of him and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so I'm worried that like if we don't come up with something super super creative and something that he can't tie back to us, he's gonna know it's us. And he's just gonna say the nano. But I guess at the very least we can still try.
Yeah, channeling. Just change the channel, dude. Move on.
With that being said, let's get into some bad news.
Well, I've got some good news and some bad news.
Okay, give me the bad news.
What's the bad news?
They're dead.
This whole thing fucking sucks. I mean, this is the biggest pile of shit
All right, so this is a little piece of bad news we didn't get to last week, but it looks like Mars, Nestle, and Hershey are in hot water as they face child slavery lawsuits in the U.S. Sounds horrible when you read it. Not really that surprising for these companies. And as we know, Nestle's got a terrible, terrible track record as a company in general. But it looks like chocolate companies are among the defendants named in a lawsuit brought by former child workers on the Ivory Coast. 8 children who claimed they were used as slave labor on a cocoa plantation, or on cocoa. Is that cocoa?
Cocoa.
Okay. Plantations in Ivory Coast have launched legal action against the world's biggest chocolate companies. They accuse the corporations of aiding and abetting the illegal enslavement of thousands of children on cocoa farms in their supply chains. Nestle, Cargill, Berry, a bunch of chocolate companies have been named as defendants in a lawsuit filed in Washington, D.C. by the human rights firm International Rights Advocates, the IRA. Might want to change that name. I don't know if you want those initials representing you. On behalf of 8 former child slaves who say they were forced to work without pay on cocoa plantations in the West African country. Not surprising at all. Yeah. Look at everything we have. Everything we have is in some way, shape, or form built on the backs of poor nations.
Sure.
Look
Cell
at phones.
The biggest example of
electronics
anything.
in general, I would say.
Sure.
At this point.
But everyone has a phone. Everyone may have multiple phones.
Any textile. It's all going to be like, look at even the shoes, unfortunately. Like those are the last pair of Jordans I'm ever buying. I just can't keep doing that shit. You know, as I get older, I'm like, I'm not gonna give companies money that do that type of shit. I'm gonna have to do something about this iPhone. I can't be having my phones, and I can't be having the things I use every day used by or being made by people who actively jump out of their windows and they live in such terrible conditions that their companies had to install nets out of every window to catch the suicide attempts and shit. Like I don't want to keep dealing with that crap.
Looking for a Netscape?
Rabbi, don't encourage him. You know you encourage him with your laughter.
I hear what you're saying, but iPhones are like, they're all right.
I remember when I first met you, Adam, you used to fucking hate iPhones. You had an Android. Adam would talk so much shit about iPhones, and then one day he just comes over. Oh, got an iPhone. This is 6S Plus, man. It's pretty cool. Pretty sweet. Got a big screen.
Yeah.
And then I got one. And then it just became a thing. Now Adam hasn't upgraded since what?
It's been probably 4 years, I would say.
Adam actually went backwards. He went to an iPhone 5.
No, I have an 8S Plus.
Yeah, that's
I must have had it for 4 years at least.
Yeah, because I think we got ours around the same time. I'm done upgrading though. I'm done.
Yeah, but you
upgraded
playing. Like 5 days ago.
That's not true. It was probably like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
But still, I'm done playing the chase the next model game. I'm not doing that anymore.
Oh,
that's just so
that's
stupid.
a fool's game.
It really is. And you're never gonna win. Never gonna win.
No.
So that's nice. They had to put up billboards about child labor awareness.
Are they spelling it like fucking British people?
Labor?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they are.
Yeah. Colonization.
Yeah.
That looks like a photoshopped thing too.
You think so?
Doesn't it?
It would be more realistic.
You could totally
if it was,
Photoshop that.
It'd be more realistic if it was written in Chinese at this point, though.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to turkey
don't
myself
do it.
because you did that intentionally.
Yeah.
I hope you get cancer in your chest.
Well, and then we got a Clorox ad. Gotta
Yeah, you
sanitize,
gotta love
dude.
that.
Gotta sanitize, dude.
Well, remember, you gotta
Spray
drink
everything.
that.
Don't go anywhere. Don't talk to anyone. And then if you talk to, like, if you're 10 feet away, spray some Clorox in their face.
You got to take a shot of Clorox before you get up every day.
Yeah, make sure you splash that on the floor every day. Use it as like a, you know how they put salt down to keep demons away? That's like what you're doing. Pour this Clorox around you when you go to sleep. The virus will crawl towards you if you don't do that.
All right, I'm looking through this article, and I think that's about it. Child slavery is not good. Just to sum it up.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah.
Knock it off, guys, or else I'll quit buying your delicious products. All right, next up, we got Facebook makes a power move in Australia and may regret it.
Australia.
Now, a lot has gone down since this article has popped, but this kind of gives a good summation of what's going on. I think most of you guys are aware of what's happening, but for years, Facebook has been in a defensive crouch amid a slew of privacy scandals, antitrust lawsuits, and charges that it was letting hate speech and extremism destroy democracy. Early Thursday, though, it abruptly pivoted to take the offensive in Australia, where it lowered the boom on publishers and the government with a sudden decision to block news on its platform across the entire country. Now, this also included emergency services, any type of news, hospital stuff, yeah. That power play, a response to an Australian lawsuit that would compel Facebook to pay publishers for using their news stories, might easily backfire given how concerned many governments have grown about the company's unchecked influence over society, democracy, and political discourse. But it's still a startling reminder of just how much power CEO Mark Zuckerberg can wield at the touch of a figurative button.
Zuckerbeast, as they would say. Yeah.
Who says that?
Oh, people making fun of him. You don't
Do
think
they?
that's funny, Zuckerbeast?
No.
He's an idiot. No, dude, this guy,
he looks like a scallop with a wig.
There's not even it's not a rags to riches story, first of all. I mean, you think he developed this at Harvard, where his fucking family's rich.
He fucked over the Winklevosses.
And he just stole their idea.
He was like, this one's for the 40s.
And it worked out, and he had to pay them, by the way. And then he just continues to steal other people's ideas, just like Bill Gates did.
Yeah, I mean,
creating Microsoft. Like, these guys aren't like, oh, these guys are innovators. No, they're just fucking stealing other people's shit. And they have the capital to push to overcome those people or buy them and just exploit everything.
Right.
This guy's an asshole, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck him. And hello, John Lemon. How are you doing today? He says, I had my iPhone 3GS for 7 years.
Exactly. See?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
He's a frugal man. I like that. Sensible.
No, I think Mark Zuckerberg lacks a moral compass for sure.
I think anyone with that amount of money does.
Maybe. I'm sure there's maybe some people that don't, but I mean, this guy is so artistic that he just doesn't care about anything. Yes, artistic. I'm sure. You know, it just bugs me because this guy runs just a gamut on it. He thinks he can do anything.
Well, yeah.
I feel like Facebook's on its way out.
But this is the thing.
Who has Facebook?
But this is the thing, dude. It's becoming an issue of like now. Ever since this story was published, they're really backpedaling on all this. Like they're actually reversing this decision, and they just started kind of like turning back on. I guess they have to do it by outlet, and so what they're doing right now is they're creating deals with each independent media outlet. Like, so they're doing it on a case by case basis. They're coming to an agreement, and then they're putting the news back on.
Okay.
And already, I forgot what country it was. Maybe in this video it'll say, but there's another country that's already preemptively signing deals with Facebook. So that country's media corporations are signing individual deals with Facebook before this becomes a problem. And it looks like this is going to set off a chain of events like across the world, because now there's a ton of countries coming out saying like, this is a good model. We should use this across the board. It's going to kind of put Facebook in its place a little bit, and it's also going to take some of that ad revenue out of there, because they were getting like 80% of the ad revenue for these articles and shit like that were being shared around. And when you consider the fact that they're doing literally nothing and just kind of what a problem they've been for us in the past, it's a small victory. Or actually, no, I think it's a pretty substantial victory, to be honest, because they won't do this again. they're not going to make this same mistake twice. They got such a fucking backlash. And I think that the support of all these politicians and the support of all these countries, that's kind of what we needed to see. And it is good. It kind of gives me a little bit of hope for the future that, like, you know, when stuff starts getting real dystopian like this, when you're shutting an entire country's ability to read news and you're shutting that down, that's a very dangerous thing. And you cannot allow a single company, a single entity, a single person that kind of power.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was dystopian before that. We have literally a handful of companies that control everything.
Right.
And have so much money and are so powerful to do anything they want that it doesn't matter. Like, they can shut down countries now.
Yeah, and they will.
That's
they don't
the problem.
care.
That's the problem. Like, you can't have a country that's that powerful, or a company that's like actually that holds that much power to make decisions on everyday life. You have to regulate it.
Well, that's also why these companies shouldn't
can't get that big.
Well, that's also why these companies shouldn't be able to become intermarried with government entities. They shouldn't shouldn't have government contracts and things like that, because that to me leaves the door open for shit like this. Like, they just shouldn't be allowed to. It's sort of like politicians shouldn't be allowed to take money from corporations, and we know that ever since a corporation became a human entity or whatever the fuck. You know, that was the whole reason behind it. This is very similar to that. It's like you shouldn't have that kind of thing. There needs to be clear separation between corporations and the federal government. But you just don't live in that world.
That can't happen. That won't ever happen. But they can't be allowed to get this big.
I agree.
I mean, they don't break them up anymore.
This video kind of breaks down a little bit of what we were talking about. Let's see.
In times of crisis, information is king. How we get it has only become more varied and rich.
In the olden days, did they write...
What?
Go back one little bit, please. 2 days. 2 days. Is that how they used to write today's?
That's weird. I don't know. Holy shit. Look how big the font is on that paper, too. You know that like on the bottom piece there, when that comes off the press, is so wet and gross. It just stains everything.
Well, is it like a pun, or is that literally how they like spelled it?
I don't know.
Call in if you know that.
That's a weird catch. That's a very weird catch.
It's just weird.
That was the common spelling of the modern word.
Wow.
Until the 20th century.
Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Damn.
This information is king. How we get it has only become more varied and rich. From printed reams to radio.
I send my greeting as the King Emperor.
From TV screens to digital devices, how we access our news is more plural and colourful than ever before. That is, until Facebook flicks a switch.
It's so dramatic.
Australia was the battleground. A new law here will force big tech to pay the creators of news content for pushing it on their platforms. Not acceptable.
Can't get me
Facebook,
fucking news.
And its response was radical. A total ban of news content in Australia, published, viewed, or shared.
It's not something that
Whoa,
we've
look
done,
at teeth there.
I think there's
Teeth
a real
dude.
misunderstanding about how our platform actually operates. Publishers, not just in Australia, but around the world, they have the choice if they want to post news on Facebook.
The Australian response was...
This is the veil that they use to in like Western societies. Oh, you have the choice. This is a capitalist society. Like, you know, you don't have to use Facebook. Well, it's like saying you don't have to use the internet.
Well, look what happened to Parler.
Okay. Well, yeah, exactly. It's like saying you don't have to use your, okay, I don't have to use Amazon, or, you know, I don't have to use the internet. I guess I'll just fucking chop wood or something. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, you're basically a public utility at this point.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. It's ridiculous, and it's so unnecessary. But
bunk, dude.
That's the thing, is this type of shit can only go on for so long, and I just hope that it doesn't become one of those things where it's like widespread rioting and horse shit like that. I hope it's something a little bit more constructive, but eventually, I mean, people are already tired. People are already afraid. They're already just worn out and down to their last bit of resources and shit like that. Common people are going to get so upset, and when they get so upset like that, they're just going to say fuck work. They're going to take to the street. They're going to start burning shit down, and it's just going to be a big mess. and then they'll implement more security measures and more invasions of privacy, and like this is all just such a obvious scandal. Like it doesn't make sense to me, like how they think they're gonna keep getting away with it.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, even blue pills are recognizing it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's just a matter of time.
The blue pill NPC level, people are kind of seeing now the writing on the wall.
You think that guy in the background you think he's an NPC?
Which one?
The guy sitting directly
Funky
behind.
tie?
Yeah, funky tie. NPCs don't wear funky ties.
No, he's the only probably non-NPC in there.
That's why he looks so pissed off. He's a black pill. He's black pilled sitting in the back there.
That tie looks like he's black pilled, I'll tell you that.
That tie looks like Myrtle Beach hotel furniture.
That tie's name is Toby, dude.
I know.
Come on, that's
and unacceptable. We expect
Look it
that Facebook will fix these actions immediately and never repeat them again.
Again.
Not least because there was collateral damage. Facebook also blocked public service information, the fire brigade, even a domestic abuse charity. Disgraceful to say the journalists affected, particularly during a pandemic.
Without being able to have fact
There's a looker.
Quality.
That's an Australian 9.
Probably. It's a British 10, by the way. So.
We believe
Unkind.
that will lead to misinformation, conspiracy theorists.
Conspiracy theorists.
See here, what do you mean conspiracy? Who controls the narrative of a conspiracy at this point? Then
that's an awful good point, Adam.
You know, you can say, you know, hey, this with backed up science, this may not be true, and you're going to be taken off because the narrative is whatever maybe the WHO says or the CDC says.
It depends on what side you've chosen.
And it's not even that they have had a track record of lying to you already.
Yeah.
But they're the accepted voice, and that's it. You have to have every voice. It could be the world's flat and the virus is made out of like Doritos or something.
Well, that's another.
They still should be able to say that.
Right.
Say it.
Right.
Who cares? Say it.
Well, that's another thing too, is that regardless of what they're saying in stories like this and how they present it to us and shit like that, I can only assume at this point, because of what I'm seeing, just I guess in my own community and shit like that, I can only guess that most people feel the way that you and I feel at this point, and they see these stories, they read them, and they just think to themselves, "What the fuck is this?"
I hope so, but I don't think so.
I'm like, just me personally, and I can only go by, you know, my day to day and the people I encounter. I've noticed a vast difference in the past like 3 months or so. I've noticed a huge difference in people's attitudes and just kind of how they feel. Like traditionally angry customers are now coming in with this greater sense of calm, and they're just kind of like, they all kind of have the same thing. It's like, we're all being lied to right now. All you can do is just kind of fucking be cool to people around you, not take it so seriously. Like, just don't believe what you're seeing on the screens. And I'm noticing that people are not as like fucking tense as they were, you know, like half a year ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's what I see, but
well, again, I'm in a suburb and
slaughtering. I don't live in a suburb, actually. No,
I said I am.
Oh,
dumbass.
No, I mean we have people in the suburbs shooting each other over like the snow shoveling feuds.
That's true.
Okay, so I don't know. I think people are wrapped more tight than ever.
That was a soldier who had PTSD and like.
I don't know if that's true, actually.
Well, that's what they said in the article. I don't know. I'm like, again, all I have is well, again, you can be a fucking veteran and be an old dude.
Yeah, but how old?
Jesus Christ.
There's a huge gap. Like Vietnam vets are basically almost dead at this point.
Yes, I know that.
So what? Oh, he's in Gulf War.
But again, what I'm trying to get across is the fact that there were pre-existing instances of both of them egging one another on and kind of bringing that to a head. This wasn't some random slaying. This was an ongoing issue with pre-existing psychological conditions and shit like that at play, which means there's probably PUs. You know, both parties are probably on PUs.
Well, it was mostly the antagonists were that husband and wife.
Right. So I mean, probably on PUs.
Yeah, they weren't veterans and I'm aware of or anything. So
no, they were just picking on one.
Yeah, just the people get crazy, wound tight. Like, dude, you got to be wound up. We're supposed to be, because I think they're like, oh yeah. They've kind of adapted this after a year.
Right.
Let's see how far we can fucking push this, dude.
No, yeah, I totally
Power
think
doesn't go backwards. It's like, you know, one of those things that, like the spokes things, and then the thing comes in and goes, chung. and it moves
Like
forward,
a
it goes
crank?
ching.
Yeah.
Like it can't move back.
Yeah.
That's what this fucking
A
thing is.
catch or something like
Yeah,
that.
2001, boom, Patriot Act, boom, boom. You never go back from taking that power, the government seizing that power. It's just going to get worse.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're living in a crazy environment, and it's going to keep, we need to lock down again. This virus mutated into a cum guzzler. If you have a penis, it will suck you dry.
It will
You
steal
cannot
your
go
seed.
out. Yeah, like, it's going to just keep evolving. You think it's going to go away? We're going to be walking around with no masks?
Well, that's what
you think in a year? Tell me.
That's
Do you
what
think
I
in a
was.
fucking year, you're going to walk outside with no mask on? You're going to go into a fucking store with no mask? You're going to be able to go to a concert with no mask? You're not. No. There's no going back. Everyone's wearing a mask forever now.
Well, that's what I was saying before. I'm saying, like, yes, they are going to keep doing that. They're going to keep presenting it in a way that's such as like where they're going to try to continuously keep us scared and shit like that. But what I'm saying is that eventually everyone as a whole, like as a collective, is just going to decide, hey, we're being lied to. And they're just going to stop complying with all this shit. And then whatever happens after that happens after that. But I really don't think that if we as a collective decided, okay, this is bullshit, I don't think we're going to do this anymore, and we all just decided to go about life as we were before, I don't think the government's going to do anything about that, because that's just too big of a problem in scope. And you can't just send police forces out. You can't militarize cities and shit like that.
They've already done it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. On a scale, on such a large scale like that, you couldn't do that across the entire country. I don't
Why
think
not?
you could convince our servicemen to turn on their people like that.
You can certainly convince cops to do it.
Of course you can, but that's
So
a
what's
different.
your
That's a
point?
different thing. That's a way different.
What's your point? You could convince cops
I
pretty
think
easily
that's-
to do it, actually.
Yes, but I
They
think
probably
that's
do it on a daily basis.
Yes, but I think that's a completely different mindset than a soldier, than somebody who's learning all these skills to protect an entire nation. Like it's a different. I feel like it's a completely different culture. Like I feel like there's a lot of
Potentially.
similarities, but there's a much different culture. There's a
don't know,
much
man.
different mindset when it comes to being a soldier. Like that's like a. I don't know. I feel like this is another thing too. Society and the media and stuff like that. We've had such a negative outlook on cops, and we've kind of demonized them over the past to the point where, like, I feel like society as a whole just feels differently about law enforcement than they do soldiers.
I
and
don't
shit.
know if we demonized them ourselves or they kind of did it themselves, right?
Well, I think
it's not even about the fucking videos.
No, I know
We've
that.
seen it's about everything they come into. It's a conflict escalation. You got to escalate it until you're the power man. And like you keep bringing it up. So yeah, there's some fucked up cases where someone comes out, shoots a cop with a gun. Sure, I get that happens, but most of the circumstances, it's a clear they're asserting dominance.
Yeah.
Instead of acting like a fucking public servant that I pay you through my fucking taxes. You treat me like I pay you. Don't treat me like you pay me or something.
Right.
You know,
and that's something internally that they have to change.
It's not going to change. I think at some point policing was different, maybe, but in the past 15, 20 to 25 years, it has become conflict escalation versus conflict de-escalation, and that's a real big problem.
Well, there's money in that for them. You know, that serves a bigger narrative of things like, you know, for-profit prisons and just all of the money.
Yeah, but the beat cop is not thinking about that, and he's the one
I'm
doing
saying
that.
that his superiors are allowing that to happen because the end game is that. He doesn't have to be aware of it. He doesn't have to be in that mindset, but his leadership most certainly is, and that's why that culture is allowed to thrive.
Yeah, I don't even know if you got to go pretty high up, probably on the police chain to get to that. But yeah, I mean, well, that's where the directives pass down from.
Exactly. I mean, that's
So-
the thing. It's trickle down fucking ignorance.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan talked about that. Oh wait, that was economics.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Murdoch's News Corps empire, a small cost perhaps to avoid the fallout. This might feel like a battle on the other side of the world, but it is remarkable that anyone
She's
who
got
wants to
ramen noodle
access
hair.
an Australian news source on
hate that.
Facebook now can't. And while
Can't?
after
Whoa.
years of
Whoa, you
This
can't
bitch
say
is
that on
fucking
TV.
swearing?
Big tech, this really
On
feels
Sky
like a key
News?
moment
It's
where that
fucking
spilled
laptop.
over into action and retaliation.
I know, my laptop's got a virus.
Speech and even democracy.
Throw it on the Bobby.
And that could
Look at this
totally
fucking
alter
haircut.
the
I know,
road
Are
to
you a
innovation.
fucking robot
He's-
lizard,
He's
dude?
got a LeBron
You are
James
a fucking-
hairline, dude.
You are a fucking lizard. If this guy isn't a fucking lizard, no one's a lizard. Look at this motherfucker. Look
He
at he's
looks
just a
like-
creep, dude. He's walking through like he's vampiric. Like he's just floating through, waiting to suck the next person's blood, man.
He looks like he was sitting in the reservoir tip of a condom and then direct sunlight hit him and he just grew out of that. He looks so bad with that fucking skin tone, man. He's
The haircut, though. You're a billionaire. Have a gay guy style your hair.
Something.
Tell him, hey, have a gay guy give you some advice on hair or something, dude.
But just look at how non-human he acts and how he looks.
Right, he's a lizard.
Similar laws are
I wonder what
already
his body
being discussed
temperature
in the
is.
EU. The
Dude, he's probably actually Bill
down
Gates'
to
son.
legislators worldwide.
Him and fucking Bill Gates.
I'm almost speechless, which is quite rare for a politician. Over this,
that's Adam in 10 years.
One of the
surprised this guy's not wearing a fucking mask talking. Oh wait, it's Australia.
Corporate, but also
they kind of get it.
Disturbing corporate moves.
They kind of get it.
To a certain degree, yeah.
I think it's a move that will.
I think masks are stupid. Think they're for queens.
Masks are gay.
Around the globe.
They're gay.
That battle will take time.
Look at those throw pillows on that couch. God damn, I wish that couch was on fire.
World first experiment that we've just had, and it's kind of blown up.
Oh, look, it just got fucked by the big man hair over here.
From it. How can we have a more amicable, cordial negotiating process?
Negotiating! Take this bitch off the screen. She doesn't actually say that.
Yeah.
She tricked people into getting in that position because she said negotiating. That's how she worked herself to the top.
Her and her fucking acne scars.
She's a 7.5 that can say negotiating.
She's not a 7.5.
She's a 7.5.
She's not a 7. Dude.
Rabbi 7.5.
That's not a 7.5. You're a fucking idiot.
She might have a nice booty.
Yeah,
No.
she's probably a 7.5 because she's probably 40 something and still works out.
You two
So she's, yeah, she's probably all right.
have sex. You two need to just.
What are
have
you
sex.
talking about, Richard?
That's not even close. I wouldn't touch that with your dick, dude.
Okay,
She's rough. She's rough.
No, she's probably not, dude. She's probably not.
She might like it rough. I mean, shit.
Yeah, okay.
Rabbi.
All right.
Jeez Louise. It's a progressive show. What
See,
are
they
you
bring
doing?
this fucking American cunt on to be, oh, I've got all the answers to all your problems in technology. Like,
Now take off your damn coat and get me some fucking coffee.
Yeah. it's too much.
It is. It is. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, so here's another video. This is from, I believe, Joe Biden's latest town hall here, where he talks about some cultural different norms.
Tell me more.
You're about to find out.
You know, Chinese leaders, if you know anything about Chinese history, it has always been the time.
Could you pause this real quick?
Oh my God, yeah, sure.
So he just brought up when you know Chinese history. Well, what do you mean by that? I know Chinese history, and then I know a history of the CCCP. Those are not the same thing.
Right.
There is a huge, interesting Chinese history prior to the CCCP, which they've tried to actually extinguish and create a new narrative. Like, there's some really cool Chinese culture. That's Chinese culture.
Yeah.
He's not talking about Chinese culture.
No, he's not. He's talking about the oppressive fucking regime culture that they're experiencing right now. He's not talking about pre-cultural revolution.
He's not
China.
talking about making fireworks, all right?
It's not all they did, Adam. That's a gross underestimation.
Sorry,
of
I was
what
giving him all
happened.
that was literally the only credit I was giving him. Spices. They had spices.
They had one or two.
Victimized by the outer world is when
Hold on, let
they
me run
haven't
this back.
been. If you know anything about Chinese history, it has always been the time when China has been victimized by the outer world is when they haven't been unified at home. So the central, to vastly overstated, the central principle of Xi Jinping is that there must be a united, tightly controlled China. And he uses his rationale for the things he does based on that. I point out to him, no American president can be sustained as a president if he doesn't reflect the values of the United States. And so the idea, I'm not going to speak out against what he's doing in Hong Kong, what he's doing with the Uyghurs in western mountains of
He's not going to speak
China,
out.
Yeah, that's what he's telling you.
Taiwan,
He's not
trying to end the one China policy by making it forceful.
Okay.
I said,
what?
He's not going to speak out about those concentration camps.
No, he just said that. He just said that plainly.
Why would you not speak out about forced rape upon women to basically breed Han Chinese blood into these minority groups?
Right.
Breed out those, the
It's
Uyghurs.
genocide from so many different angles. And our president, the president of the United States of America, said that he's not going to take a stance on that. He's not going to.
Well, why would
he's
you?
not going to criticize that. He's not going to criticize genocide. When we've always, well, I seem to remember in our lifetime, Adam. Actually, I believe you fighting in a fucking war because of some shit just like this.
Well, that's a whole other discussion. I mean,
but it's like
about manufactured war. That's a bit different. But
we're looking
you're
at,
right.
at complicity. Like we love to pretend to be the good guy when it fits us, when we're going to make some coin off of it. And this is the same thing. It's like, yeah, this dude is he's so in the fucking pocket of China and has been for so long that like, this is just, what did you expect? And you're seeing all these people backtracking now online and shit, saying they want their vote back. And like, let me look at the, I think this was the video that had like a ton of dislikes or whatever. But you're seeing this like to dislike ratio.
That
like,
is a very close ratio. You very rarely see something like that.
And you're seeing it on almost all of these videos.
That is super close.
Exactly. And that's why I was saying earlier, like I think we're kind of witnessing it now. It's like that Matrix thing where a couple of people in these little pods here and there are starting to wake up and they get flushed down that tube into the Nebuchadnezzar or whatever the fuck.
It's just, but come on, dude, are you really fooling anyone? It's like when LeBron James says he loves China.
Oh, yeah.
He defends China, over, let's say, Hong Kong. I have a shirt that says Free Hong, from what you guys can see.
Show him the full view, dude. That's a nice t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a Free Hong Kong shirt, dude.
He got it for free.
No. But, yeah. I mean, they just steamrolled over Hong Kong, which a lot of their provincial rights were cut short, essentially, on that.
Right.
And now it's just full mainland CCP control.
And they're doing a shitload of posturing on their borders and stuff.
Yeah, it's over in China, man.
John Lemon says the corona response is just another war on drugs, terror, unwinnable, and gives the government of the world an excuse to curtail liberty.
It's a war on control. And I think that's my biggest problem with it.
I agree.
You just let's have governments just keep taking. And they can't even roll out anything effective. We know the vaccine, or like we talked about, is a fucking joke how they roll it out. They can't do anything right.
Well, that was another thing that fucking Biden was talking about. Like recently, he was getting roasted. He was getting roasted yesterday morning. There was this news crew that was playing back some audio of an interview he did. And he was talking about how when he came into his presidency, there was no vaccine. There was no vaccine on the horizon or anything like that. And just all these, he said all these things that just were simply not true.
Complete bullshit.
Yeah. And then not only that, but he took what was going to be probably the most effective way of distributing the, pretending to be British and Australian makes me say shit like they do.
Yeah.
But
it's a controversy.
He's basically taken this model and he's made it less efficient.
Yeah.
In his time, and it's just one thing after the other, and then he backpedals on student loans, which everyone's real happy about that.
Of course he
Who didn't see that coming though?
You think a corporatist Democrat is not going to back? He's going to be just like Trump, but he's just going to say it different.
Right.
That's the only thing. Like, oh, Orange Man bad. Orange Man bad. Okay, this guy's going to be the same retard, except his teeth fall out. Big fucking deal.
And we might actually get to see him die.
Oh, you won. Good for you. Yeah, it's going to be Kamala Harris in a year.
Kamala Harris still looks like the Candyman in a wig, man. And you know she's only going to get fatter with that job. She's going to start looking rough. I got another Biden video pulled up. We're not going to watch this whole one. It's like 10 minutes, but it's more of his ramblings. And he just really, I don't know. He just keeps showing what a disingenuous, ill-informed douche he is.
You know, we must prepare together for long-term strategic competition with China. How the United States, Europe, and Asia work together to secure the peace and defend our shared values and advance our prosperity across the Pacific.
He's a terrible public speaker.
Will be among the most consequential efforts.
He used to be not bad, but this guy's fucking old, dude.
China is going to be stiff.
You mean used to be?
His brain's broken.
Adam thinks he used to not be bad because he used to be yelling about how he wanted to keep segregation in place.
Well, at least, no, I'm saying he could orate, right? I don't care what the topic is. But he used to be able to talk. No,
he was an effective orator.
His skin he looks like a lizard person that got stretched over. Joe Biden's
all
dead.
lizards. They're all lizards now, Adam.
Joe Biden's dead. This is a lizard person with a fucking Joe Biden face, dude.
He looks like his face looks like kneecap skin. Yeah. It's very odd. It's very it's got an odd texture to it.
A fucking 150-year-old doesn't have any wrinkles on their forehead?
Well, that's all the adrenochrome.
That's what I expect. And that's what I welcome. Because I believe in the global system, Europe and the United States together with our allies.
Really low
in the
audio on
Indo-Pacific
this.
worked so hard to build over the last 70 years. We can own the race for the future.
I can't have this guy as
To
president.
do so, we have to be clear-eyed.
At least Trump could fucking
historic
talk.
investments and partnerships that this require.
Well, I mean, he wouldn't say anything relevant.
We have to protect.
He could some way put.
You're saying he would finish a sentence, like it would be a cohesive sentence? Is that what you're saying?
Potentially.
I don't know. I think it's debatable as well.
I think they both
may
just
be
fucking
debatable.
blow, dude.
It may be debatable.
They're both terrible. Like he'd just be, yeah, just tremendous.
Hello, I'm going to talk with my hands, and I'm going to let you know right now, gas is going to drop by 50 cents.
But at least he could say that.
That's true.
This guy, I don't
That's true.
This guy,
I'll give you that. I
this
will
guy
give you that.
has a box you flip open on his back, and you type it in, you close it, and you push him out there, and it fucking just talks back to whatever you typed in there.
He's got Microsoft Speak and Spell, like that
Yeah.
stupid, like that Android voice.
It
that
sounds
you get.
worse than Speak and Spell, probably, but yeah.
Ugh. I forgot what that's called. Isn't it like MS something? You know what I'm talking about, where you can like just type in the sentence and then Microsoft
Yeah.
Voice will read it back. I love that shit. This is, let's see. I forget what he says in this, but we'll listen to it just a second longer.
Space for innovation, for
Innovation.
intellectual property, and the creative genius that thrives with the free exchange of ideas in open democratic societies. We have to ensure that the benefits of growth are
This guy
shared
needs an
broadly and
insure.
equitably.
I was going to say
Fucking
that. I was going to say that, you
We
asshole.
have to push back
There's an
against the
IV
Chinese
insure.
government's economic abuses and coercion that undercut the foundations of the international economic system. Everyone must play by the same rules.
Yeah, that's going to
US and
happen.
European companies are required to publicly
Oh.
disclose corporate.
He can't even.
structures.
Robbie, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
Dude, I've heard Trump do that all the
Shut
time
up.
as well, man.
Stop.
He's on that plane.
No, you haven't. He is not. You
Yes, I
say
have.
you saying he's on that plane? At least Trump can actually tell an invertent good joke. This guy couldn't
Just
even
because he
construct
says the N-word doesn't make it a good joke.
This I do not agree. They are on the same plane of speaking ability. I'm not giving Trump a lot of credit.
I would say
but I would
public
say he
speaking
speaks
wise,
better.
Trump was a notch better, just a notch better,
For sure.
but still just drollery,
Fine.
just
Well, he had more
incoherent
energy.
drollery.
Yeah, he had more energy.
Well, he's on amphetamines.
So
allegedly.
you don't
But
think this
he'll still
motherfucker's on
bumble
amphetamines?
on his
No,
words
he's on
and stuff.
something
He's on amphetamines,
He's on
but he's
something
so
else.
dead that amphetamines only bring him to this state.
Oh, he's running on fumes, dude. That's for damn sure.
He's running on empty, running on.
You boys think he'll make it the year? You think he'll make it?
No, that's why I said Kamala Harris will be in power in a year.
You ain't black.
She really isn't either.
I think Biden's a more suitable steward for the establishment, so they're going to have him protected. So they'll try to.
Yeah,
I don't
juice
think
him
they're
up
quite
with
ready
drugs.
for Kamala yet.
I think he should have to show his belly button to prove that he's not a clone.
Can't do it. He won't do it.
You don't think he'll do that?
No, this is probably the 5th Biden clone.
See, I took the black pill, and now I'm never coming back.
No.
That's it. Show your belly button if you ain't clone. Bunch of clones and NPCs out here.
For government structures.
Shut up.
And abide by rules to deter corruption and monopolistic practices.
Monopolistic.
Chinese companies should be held
He's starting
to
to
the
speak
same
like Dick
standard.
Clark.
He
must
looks like
shape
Dick
the
Clark
rules that will govern
right now.
Give him those lazy kisses on New Year's.
Norms
No.
of behavior in cyberspace.
Looking like JR
He
from the
looks like
WWF.
dead fucking
Biotechnology.
Clark, dude.
So that
Somebody
they are
kiss the
used
side
to
of my
lift
face.
people up, not used to pin them down.
You know, Dick Clark towards the end there gave a real sloppy
Stand up for the
blowjob.
democratic values that make it possible for us to accomplish any of this. Pushing back against those who would
Pushing back.
monopolize and normalize repression. You know, this is also
Look at, dude, he's looking like
this is
there's
also
someone
how
controlling
we're gonna be
him.
able
Reach
to
up.
meet the threat
They,
from Russia.
some guy with a fucking remote's like,
Kremlin
reach up, he
attacks our
pretend to do this.
democracies and weaponizes corruption
That's his
to
sign
try
for him to
undermine
flip
our
the cue
system of
card.
governance. Russian leaders want people to think that our system
He's wearing
is
a fucking
more
Rolex, too.
corrupt or
French
as
cuffs,
corrupt
too.
as theirs. But the world knows that isn't true.
Wizardry.
Including Russia's own citizens.
Harry Potter and wizardry.
Seeks to weaken the European project and our NATO alliance. He wants to undermine the transatlantic unity.
Transatlantic. He sounds like Don
It's so
Imus.
much easier for the Kremlin
I'm
to
sorry, I
threaten
should have done
individual
that.
states
Another
than
thing
it
you could
is
say
to
looks like Don
negotiate with the
Imus right
strong and closely united
That fucking stroke face.
transatlantic community.
Transatlantic.
That's why.
What about
That's
the
why standing up for the sovereignty
Never
and
mind.
territorial integrity of Ukraine remains of vital concern for Europe and the United States.
Oh yeah, we can't forget about
That's
Ukraine
why
there.
No, of course.
Addressing recklessness,
It's important.
Russian
Look at his
recklessness,
terrible
and
pocket
hacking into
square.
computer networks in the United States and across Europe and the world
That's
has become critical to
Get
protect
this man a new jawbone.
He's a fucking
Challenges
millionaire.
with
Put some
Russia
veneers in,
may be
asshole.
different than the ones with China.
Fucking using
they're just
dentures.
as
I like to get drunk sometimes around the White
not
House
about
and wear
putting
Washington's wooden teeth.
And
It's
just
not about we want a conflict. We want a future where all nations are able to freely determine their own path without a threat of violence or coercion.
Whoa.
We cannot, must not return.
U.S. never does that. Yeah.
Reflective opposition.
I mean,
and rigid blocks.
let's say that about every country. They're all doing
Competition
it.
must not lock out cooperation on issues that affect us all.
All right, this guy's a fool.
He can't speak.
I've heard enough of this fucking cunt.
Listen to how he just
stinks.
said issues.
Competition must not lock out cooperation on issues that affect us all.
Issues.
Lock out. They would like make that. It was very hard for him to say that because he's in it. When you're a lizard wrapped in human skin, he looks clearly wrapped way too tight.
Human skin.
Yes, it's a lizard. Like you see how tight that skin is.
Yeah.
He had an itch in his lizard head that he had to itch that.
His neck doesn't look like a. How old is he? 102 or something?
175.
175.
I would say.
Yeah, he doesn't have a 175-year-old neck.
No.
That's a straight up. That's a botch job. Or actually, no, it's not a botch job. He actually looks pretty decent. Yeah, there's something going on with this guy. He might be an extraterrestrial. This might not be a human being.
Yeah, he's a lizard.
Playing 10D chess out here with our freedoms. Oh, I hear the sounds of alcoholism in the background. Rabbi, you doing all right?
Yeah.
I would love it if he was
Parched.
he's just passed out in a bathtub like Tina Turner.
Tina Turner.
Oh wait, that was Whitney Houston.
Houston?
God damn it!
Oh, way to go.
Whatever.
Isn't Tina Turner still alive?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
The only time she passed out in the bathroom was after she got knocked out by Ike.
We don't need ya. You learn from Ike Turner, dude.
So this next...
Wasn't she in Mad Max?
Who?
Tina Turner?
Yeah.
Thunderdome.
Yeah,
The third one.
Yep.
Yeah, was that the one with Master Blaster or is that the first one?
Yeah, Master Blaster's in that one, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he controls doesn't he control water or something like that, or air?
Anuses.
He doesn't control anuses.
Oh, sorry.
God damn. This next video, I don't know what to say about it. I only picked it out because of Adam. I'm just gonna play it. Okay.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, जो बाइडेन के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का सबसे बड़ा यूटर्न बताया जा रहा है क्योंकि रिसेंटली बाइडेन ने कुछ ऐसे बयान दिए हैं जिसके तहत बताया गया है कि जो विगुर जेनोसाइड है उसको नकारने की कोशिश की जा रही है। अब ध्यान रखें।
That's the only reason I want to play this video. All right, well,
Dude, that guy's got to hire some other fucking person to talk for him, man. What the fuck are you saying, dude?
That's literally the only reason I pulled this up.
Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Moving on.
Okay.
Oh boy, that was just for us. That was just for Daddy and Daddy. That wasn't for anybody else. So right here we've got Florida women that dressed up as grannies to get COVID vaccines.
Good.
This happened in Florida. Yeah, I know. It's just
they're probably white women, which
they're not.
Oh,
why don't you just go ahead and let's go ahead and just watch this.
Okay. The Florida Department of Health
Stupid
in
asshole.
Orange County says 2 women dressed up as, quote, grannies to try and get a second coronavirus vaccine this week. The sheriff's office says the women were 44 and 34 years old, apparently wearing bonnets, gloves, and glasses when they went to the Orange County Convention Center. Both had valid vaccination cards from their first shot, but were denied for the second shot. Health officials did not know how the women were able to get their first vaccine shot and if they were dressed up then as well. Dr. Paul Pino said the vaccines are the
Paul
hottest
Pino?
right now,
That's not a real man.
Careful when giving out those resources. The women were not charged, but were issued trespass warnings. Katie Johnston for CBSMiami.com.
That's some shit. That's some shit. I've got video.
This is another thing. Yeah, this is what you're gonna come to, dude. We got to get this vaccine, man. There's gonna people trying to con everyone into getting these vaccines for some reason. I don't know why they think that's gonna change the world.
I don't know, dude. It's so dumb. You would never. I don't feel any type of imperative to rush out and try to get this vaccine like it's some crazy hot commodity. And so
I don't know. I don't want to be edgy, but I don't think I'm gonna get the actual vaccine.
I don't think anyone had any question as to whether or not you were going to get it.
I just don't think it's necessary.
You and your billionaire far-right mentality.
I don't think it's necessary for me to get the vaccine.
I don't either. And I'm a doctor, so I can tell you that 100%.
What worries me is if you have had it, which I think Rick did actually, and
I did.
do this
I've admitted that.
February.
I gave Adam coronavirus so that he would leave my sister alone.
Dude, it was awful. I was down for at least 2 weeks, fucked up. But I don't want to talk about it. But
you just did.
I think if I have it, and you say because you still have the cellular immunity to it,
right?
Not antibodies. Antibodies only last a couple months, but you still have the cellular immunity. So when you get, there could be complications. I'm not saying there would ever be, but if you do, if you've already had it and then you get the vaccine, which is like I said, an mRNA vaccine, which is not, humans have never used those vaccines, by the way. They basically used on cattle.
Yeah, it's very scary. It's very
I don't
scary.
need to get this vaccine. I'll probably be fine if I get sick again.
Well, I mean, you stay away from my sister and you won't ever have to find out. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, keep laughing the pain away, dog, like I'm joking. So I've got footage here of these two grannies getting intercepted by the authorities. Again, this is in Florida. Big surprise.
That'd be so cool if they fucking pepper sprayed them.
It would be cool, but there's a surprise twist.
You know what you have done? You've stolen a vaccine from somebody that needs it more than you.
They don't
and
care.
now you're not going to get your second one. So that's a whole waste of time we just wasted here on this. And we're not even sure if they're going to press charges against you and take you to jail right now.
You can tell the cops have never encountered this before because they don't know what to do.
But just for your selfishness of stealing a vaccine.
We're going to give you some stick time.
This is a trespass warning. You're hereby warned that you are not authorized, licensed, or invited to be in these premises.
Just getting a trespassing warning, dude.
Fucking stupid, dude.
To leave or return at any time in the future.
What?
It's this
Ooh,
building,
look at this.
building,
Shame on you. Those vaccines belong to fucking old people.
They don't give a shit.
Yeah, you think these fucking cops give a fuck? They're just,
They don't want to do the paperwork on this bullshit.
Well, there's no paperwork to do. It's not a crime to get a vaccine, but they're gonna make it a crime, clearly.
Maybe, because all they got was a trespassing warning.
Because that's all they can give them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's the surprise twist. She's got heavy boobas.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy boobas, dude. One of them's hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she definitely is. She's cute.
She gets a pass.
Yeah.
I like those glasses too. Maybe that's why they're just getting the warning, because the 44-year-old doesn't look that bad either. At least I'm guessing that's the 44-year-old. Heavy boobas always help in a situation like this.
White women, they get away with everything, dude.
That's not white women. Those are Hispanic women.
Okay. What, because their name's Ortega or Ramirez?
No,
They're
I'm
not
saying
white
that
chicks?
they just look like they have a different skin tone. They don't look like white chicks.
They're white chicks.
Okay, Adam's got to keep going after white
They're
chicks
white
every
chicks.
episode.
Those are fucking white chicks getting away with it, dude.
I think it's just
Yeah, who
chicks
gives a
getting away
fuck
with
about
it.
this vaccine?
Stupid.
Fucking. I don't know, dude. And there's also, look, I'm not buying into this Bill Gates stuff, but Bill Gates is a fucking cunt, dude. I'm fucking sick of Bill Gates.
That's not news.
He's
That's
a
not
fucking
news.
cunt, dude.
Did I tell you about my computer teacher growing up? Like in, I think we were in like 6th or 7th grade. We had a computer teacher who was she would just talk about Bill Gates almost every class, dude. Any chance she got, and she was an old broad too. She was like in her mid 60s back then. She's got to be dead by now, but like she was up there. She looked visibly very old, and she had a framed picture of goddamn Bill Gates on her desk. And she would bring him up. She always made us watch the same documentary about Bill Gates. She was always just creaming about Bill Gates. So I've hated him since I can remember because of that shit.
Huge piece of shit, dude.
Well, yeah, and then you look into his personal...
What are you going to say? Oh, well, he's a scientist. Oh, wait. Nope, he's not a scientist. Well, he's a computer engineer. Nope, he's not.
Really.
He's just a businessman, actually.
He's a
He has
thief.
no accreditation at all other than just stealing people's fucking ideas and making billions on a monopoly.
Case in point, the mouse.
Yeah, it's the marketer, him and like Elon Musk. You hear kind of a similar thing about him, where people are like saying, "Oh, he's such an innovator," and he's like, "No, he didn't.
Don't even get me
create
started.
Tesla. He didn't create any of the technology. He's not an engineer.
Don't get me
He's a marketer."
started.
Please, I don't want to hear fucking
I agree
Adam
with you
go off on
100%.
Musk.
This is bullshit. He's never come up with a unique idea at all. Oh, the Hyperloop.
I can't
That was
take
invented
this.
100 years ago, by the way.
I can't take this fucking Musk talk.
Like all this stuff. Oh, he's a genius. No, those are all old patents, but a topic for another day, I guess.
I think because Adam kind of looks like a younger Elon Musk. I think Elon Musk might be his older brother. There's some kind of rivalry going on.
Yeah, we're feuding.
Adam doesn't like that his millions has been trumped by his billions.
Well, you can't hear my South African accent either. So.
Well, you've done really well with your elocution lessons. I'll give you that. You're much more assimilated, I would say. I think we might skip the Carts of Darkness thing for time constraints.
What?
Well, all right. We can see a couple of clips. We can see a couple of clips. Can you still? Oh yeah, you still see the screen. So there was this documentary that I'm gonna have all the boys here watch. Probably, I'm thinking this Friday, like Friday night, we'll spend an hour and just watch this together if you guys are all down.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it a little bit more, and we'll show some more stuff next week. But there is this documentary on YouTube, and it's quite old. I think it came out in like 2007, if I'm not mistaken. But it's called Carts of Darkness. And if you've ever seen the show Trailer Park Boys, it's exactly like that. It's shot in North Vancouver. It's very desolate. It's just like Trailer Park Boys, except for there's this overbearing sense of sadness and depression because of these guys' lives. These are basically like characters you would see on Trailer Park Boys, but without all the funny stuff in between. It's just a group of homeless guys who are super bad alcoholics and drug addicts, and they just race shopping carts and bomb hills, and to fund their habits, they just collect bottles and cans all day. They do that shit until like the afternoon, like early afternoon. They trade in their bottles, and then they just get drunk and start bombing hills.
They're living their best life, dude.
Yeah. So I basically, these are some outtakes, I guess, or no, this was the research footage. So the guy who made this documentary is a paraplegic, and he lost the use of his legs and kind of some of the function in his arms in a bad car accident. But before that, he was a professional snowboarder. So he was basically a filmmaker his entire life, and so he continued making films, but he started making more like grungy shit, and this is what he did. He shot this footage that we're about to watch. He brought it to this NFB or whatever the fuck this organization is, and they funded this documentary, and it's about an hour long. It's called Carts of Darkness, and here's some clips.
Cheers. My name's Al. I will go down Mountain Highway. And go
Where does this take place, Rick?
North Vancouver.
7 kilometers an hour.
Canada?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's him. That's him hauling ass, and that's a small hill for him.
You look like a bum. Everybody gets to know you as a bum, and no one would, if they keep seeing you in North Vancouver, will ever.
And he's even wearing like a homemade hockey jersey, like they do in fucking Trailer Park Boys.
Hire you if you do this.
Look at them. They're just fucking hauling ass.
Wow.
Look at that. Did you see that?
What?
Did you see the smoke coming off that man's shoes?
You must wear through shoes every day, dude.
Well, they talk about that in the documentary, actually. The Big Al guy talks about how many pairs of shoes he goes through, and he's like, I used to steal them. I don't steal them anymore. Because like in the documentary, he does like 10 months. They had to postpone the documentary because he had to go turn himself in. He was on the lam for a while, and he got drunk, and he was carting and stuff like that. And he's like, nah. Probably got to go turn myself in there, boys. I'm about to do about 10 months. I've been on the lam for a little while. But yeah, look at the smoke off this dude's shoes. That's Big Al.
Yeah, dude.
That's insane.
He's fearless, I would say.
Whoa.
And look, they just they drive on the other side of the road.
Hit this asshole.
The best place to get carts is Safeway.
Oh.
The tires are bigger, front ones are smaller, and you can pick up more speed.
Dude, they are going so goddamn fast in these things too. And he's got a smoke going. He's got a smoke going while he's hauling ass.
The art of picking up bottles. Cheers.
That's what they do, man. They wake up at like 5 in the morning.
So in Canada, you get a return?
Yeah, pretty substantial too.
Then why aren't people doing it to, like, returning them themselves?
Because it's degrading, and who has time for that shit, dude?
I used to do that all the time.
Well, it's different. We grew up with no money.
Yeah, dude.
Had I grown up in an area where you could do that, I definitely would have. You can't do that shit in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there ain't no returns.
Get 5 cents in New York, dude.
Yeah, they get crazy shit. They get like 50 cents on bottles and shit.
Next month,
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not quite that high, but there's a lot of footage of them at the depository and shit. Look, he's on a bridge doing like 30 or something on that cart.
Close to what? $225 there, hun? Yeah. Look, $225.
On some bottles and cans.
Yes, dear. Thank you very much.
Look, they're just
that a
drinking.
beer?
Yeah, they're just drinking.
I'm a free bird. You know?
This is a different character.
I got no.
Hold on, let me backpedal this one. This guy's annoying as fuck. His name's Ben.
I'm a free bird.
Yep.
You know? I got no. I got one kid. He's in South Korean Army, but I got no one.
Oh,
having
okay.
Army.
South Korean Army.
Look at him. His technique is bad.
Jeez, man.
He's gonna lose that leg.
Fuck yeah.
He's hauling ass though, dude. He keeps going over those manholes.
Our carts. You don't see us in a car or nothing. We recycle. We're conservation.
You're stealing carts.
And we clean the earth.
We clean the earth. So a lot of these guys kind of get off on the fact that they recycle and that they're helping out the planet. But these guys live in like the woods and shit like that. And when they go to visit where they live, it's always just covered in like cans and old soup cans and just trash everywhere. So they're just alcoholics who like to race carts.
You need $10 for food, $1,000 for liquor, dude.
Well, what they drink is called goof. It's just these indiscernible bottles with an indiscernible liquid in them, and they just drink a ton of it. It's like Swish from Trailer Park Boys.
Right.
And in the documentary, one of the dudes actually fucking dies from alcoholism because he just will not stop. I mean, it's, I know it is. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. If you're looking for some like good scumbag laughs, like if you were really into Trailer Park Boys and wouldn't mind a few more sad episodes, this is definitely the documentary for you.
Goof is actually a rapper's name in Russia, too. Look him up.
I didn't know that.
G-Up.
No, they're with us. We're in the movie.
That depository lady's just not having it.
Stay in shape. Some people pay money to go to the gym. Not me.
Yeah. Yeah, how's that liver look? And they can turn and shit. They have the techniques down.
Oh, yeah, dude.
All my girls are working girls.
Oh, of course they are.
You know, I love them.
This dude hasn't had consensual sex in years.
And then he falls up, but I love him.
He looks sort of like C. Thomas Howell, the actor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great life.
No, it looks like it.
It's not a great life.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Kelvin. This guy, I don't think is in the documentary. This is just the from the test
I
footage.
started collecting through the reserves about 9-10 years old. And this is just part
He's
of
been
our
collecting
daily
bottles since he
routine.
was 9.
For what?
For money. He and his whole family have always been broke and shit. He goes to the truck stops and gets all the beer cans from around the trucks.
Kind of like a good Samaritan guy. I take in homeless people and that, put them up.
That's another thing. You hear that a lot with addicts. They'll get like an addict that almost has all their shit together. Like if they have a house or an apartment that has a few extra rooms or whatever, they always take this approach of like, I'm doing the right thing. I'm being a good guy by letting these people stay here and stuff like that. When the reality is like, I just need people to commiserate my addiction with.
Right. And that's why you have a place.
Just a bunch of riff.
Young Kelvin, dude.
And here's my daily breakfast. Good morning.
Oh,
how
boy.
are you?
His daily breakfast, for all you just listening, it's a beer, of course.
What kind of beer is it?
It's got vitamins in it.
Trying to cut back a little bit. Health reasons.
He's trying to cut back because of health reasons.
Fair enough, I get it.
They're really brave, except when it comes to their own health. They won't go see the doctor to go see what's checked up on them or anything.
This guy's just a rambler. There's a part, oh yeah, it's coming up. The darkness part. You get to see one of their houses or one of their where they
I gotta check
live.
myself in because I'm on the land. So.
I seen a guy die today. I don't fucking
needs no shit from no one.
Put a shirt on. These guys are always just standing around drunk with no shirt on, fucking flying around. Look, that guy's going 34 on a cart, and there's traffic.
Everybody in extreme.
That doesn't work in America.
Extreme sports.
I think you see a spill in this. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh, no.
That guy hit that car with the cart. Look, he comes riding towards the van. He's like, he just leaves. This dude leaves before the cops come.
I don't know what's going on down there. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, look what happened to his leg. That looks like the bone is getting ready to protrude from the skin.
There's my nephews. Look at their house. They're trying to rebuild it. I don't even know if they have electricity, man.
That's Adam when he gets back up to his house.
That tree right over there.
Just drunk as fuck. I'm trying to cut back.
Bush, collect cans.
Oh yeah, this is my favorite part. This is just like Trailer Park Boys. So they're riding up to Big Al's place where he lives, and this is what he says.
See that tree right over there? Yeah, that's where I live. Live in a bush, collect cans.
Look at that. They're conservationists.
My leg in. Shopping cart. Got 17 stitches over there. It's still summer weather.
Jesus
Pushing
Christ.
his buggy. He's going across the street, and it just gets to the other end. Just gets to the other end and gets smoked. His brain's exposed and everything.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of stories in here where the guys will tell you about times they've seen their friends die, and that was one of the stories where they talk about. I think they talk about it in the documentary. You don't see any of it though, but like all the homeless guys know about this one incident where a dude was going down a hill and he was doing like 50 something miles an hour or whatever, and a car just came out of nowhere and fucking creamed him, and it like blasted his head open.
Yeah, carts are unstable at like when you're pushing them
normally.
in an aisle.
Yeah, normally it's
How
not
are you doing with like
those guys. They have nothing to live for, Adam. That's like their rush.
You live by the cart, you die by the cart, man.
I guess so, man. But these dudes, they're not a single one of them is ashamed of what they're doing. And this is the filmmaker. This is the guy who is he shoots all this. There he is.
Doesn't look like anybody's here at all.
This looks like a
shit.
shot.
So he's like riding on his wheelchair, filming with his fucking camera.
Expect to find them around
Well, he's got guys with him
If
too.
they're not here, then they're probably over in those bushes.
So this is another.
So the bush hideout is like down in there somewhere. I can see the grass is worn down, so they might be in this area. But I can't get down there in my wheelchair, so you guys got to go ahead of me and
There's a common theme
get down there.
in the show. He's got to be carried into a lot of these homeless dens. But look at all the plastic. Look at all the shit everywhere. Yeah, they're conserving.
Oh man.
White socks hanging from a fucking like a clothesline.
Okay, they might be at the North Shore Bottle Depot.
So that's another part of this documentary too, is that like during the time they were making this, I mean, it's 2007, you know, there were still people in society who didn't have cell phone plans and shit. So like homeless guys certainly weren't going to have cell phones or anything. So what this dude had to do is he would have to go around this little town and he'd have to check all the homeless spots and leave his business card at every single spot, so that eventually when one of them wandered in or something like that, one of them would get the card, then go get the rest of the guys and round everybody up in one of those little homeless dens, and then they'd start shooting.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a crazy documentary. I'm like, I was really glad I found it. There's they get kicked out of the bottle depository a lot too, because they're always drunk in there fighting and shit, yelling at each other.
I wouldn't doubt they got kicked out. The guy has drunken temper tantrums all the time.
There's one of them. See, he'll like randomly spot him and shit on bikes.
I find Al yesterday, but I can only leave him a business card.
They're always on different bikes and shit too. You can tell they're just running around drunk stealing bikes.
Have you seen Big Al?
They said not to breathe this air.
Oh
yeah, what's the matter with the air?
Oh, that's not what you want to see walking up to your car. Look at this lady.
Have you seen Big Al?
They said not to breathe this air.
Oh yeah, what's the matter with the air?
There's a thing going on.
Oh,
People are going to hospital.
The burns bomb.
Just an old burned out whore. Just an old gross one. Yeah, that's Carts of Darkness right there, and it's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing for free. It's readily available for you guys. But we're gonna watch it on Friday maybe get into a little bit more next week. But I really wanted you guys to see a little bit of that so you could kind of get an idea of what it was we were going to watch. Let's see. Oh, it is time for Baloney Boy.
Yay.
Baloney Boys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this week we're going back in time and revisiting some Baloney Boys of the past with Bev and Bob style music. Now, if you guys remember correctly, when we covered this, I think it was like almost a year ago, if not a little bit more than a year ago. This is a couple who are just really middle of the country, salt of the earth, you know, they're kind of like a biker couple, you know, and they do just some of the most horrendous karaoke you have ever heard in your entire life. I found a couple.
Disagree.
I found a couple of videos that were even worse than the last ones we showed. They're even more offbeat, even more off tempo, completely out of key. And so the first one I wanted to bring was this Rob Zombie cover, the song Pussy Liquor, spelled Pussylikuor, you know, really, really creative, really like highbrow shit. They covered this song with a couple of their friends who actually played the instruments to the track. And so the reason I picked this video first was because there's a 2.5-minute intro, and it's just this fucking cringy guy in the clown makeup here, and he intros like not only Bev and Bob, but he intros the entire band like individually. We're not gonna watch that whole thing, but I'm gonna give you an idea of what it's like. Oh, and that's another thing too, I forgot to mention. They play the actual song that they're going to cover during the intro. Then they stop it and restart the fucking song with the guys playing the instruments. It makes no sense.
Counterintuitive for sure.
And luckily it's just terrible playing. You're never gonna get copyright for this. This guy's a fucking edgelord.
I am here to help introduce.
These are just people that did not do well in school.
Is that Jesse Ventura?
When am I getting paid for this? Why are you, and this is another thing, you're speaking so low.
Karaoke hawk.
So yeah, it's just...
This guy reminds me of someone.
Who? Who?
They may or may not be in close proximity to us right now.
Are you talking about the upper levels of this this structure?
Yeah.
Dude, that's really, really fucking close. Like if you took the back part of my hair and transplanted it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's just the actual like energy of him.
Oh man. Oh, here, John Lemon says, on the topic of strange people on the internet, have you guys seen James Hogan here on YouTube? No, I haven't actually. If you want to, throw us a link there in the chat, and we can bring him up after this. This dude. I don't care to hear any more of this clown guy. And yes, you're very right, Adam. That's almost perfect.
It's scary.
Do you know who we're talking about, Rabbi?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm totally seeing it.
Let's see. So again, we're a minute and a half in. This intro keeps going. Like, look, he has to intro the clown, Hippie Tom, which very dangerously close to another character from a much better radio show. And then there's Carl on the guitar, man. Like, look at these fucking shots and look at the fonts. And in the entire time, mind you, they're playing the song that they're going to play.
That guy fucks, dude.
That song is playing. And then that's the logo for the drummer. The drummer has his own logo, and they edited it to where the bottom text here is always overlaying across the logos for all these people. It's some of the worst production I've ever seen in my life. And wait till you see the actual music video. It's gonna piss you right off. I think this is.
Oh, Jeffrey.
Oh yeah, we got one more intro. Okay, so that's the drummer, and then there's one more intro after this. You know, the hot boy bass player looking like Skylar. That looks just like Skylar holding a bass.
Whoa.
Who's this bitch? She's got a Wawa towel? All
she
right.
might fuck, dude.
All right, I take it back.
She might fuck, dude. She got a Wawa towel?
She's fucking.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just a Wawa towel. It's a Wawa Hoagies
dude.
towel.
Hoagies,
A Hoagie
dude.
Fest towel.
She's got
dude.
hoagies.
She's got hoagies.
You know she's down to fuck.
She's got hoagies up in the Poconos if you want to go up there and have a smoke.
Oh yeah, she looks pretty sexy.
Then take a shower afterwards.
Yeah, she's not bad.
Drink some water after you have some sex.
That towel might be creating some mystery.
Her tits look like somebody we know. Looking like they're getting poured into something.
Bolts.
All right, so I think now they cut the track and then they just started over again with the video.
Nice. Well, I'm excited.
You should be. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Look at this production. Who is this for? Who is any of this for?
There are 50,000 people, dude.
And they keep showing this guy's logo.
Fat Sam.
Really, really technical musicianship
Wow.
too. Already out of beat. Off time. You hear that the bass and the guitar are super off beat, right?
What?
This is so fucking bad, dude. Oh, look, there's Bev. There's Bev.
Where's that other chick?
Ugh. Look, he's got chains on his mic stand. What a fucking tool.
Edge, dude.
Oh my god, these people are horrendous. Yo, how the fuck? They've got 59,000 subscribers.
This has to be a troll with those musicians, dude.
59,000. Is the mic even plugged in?
Okay, this is like... Boy.
How do you not know how to line up audio tracks? And then the guitar comes in late. I fucking hate these people. Oh, now he's getting into it. He's got a hologram of some bitch like dancing in the middle.
Yeah, is that, you think that dark-haired chick in the back is the same chick?
It's the Hoagie Queen, yeah.
Oh man, if that's the Hoagie chick, sign me up.
Pussy liquor. Dude, I would get up in there and fuck this song up. I'd be like, yeah. Fucking kill it.
Yeah, we like to get fucked up, do fucked up shit. You know
Who
what
is
I mean?
that?
That's the Hoagie.
That's the Hoagie Queen?
I think that's the Hoagie chick, dude.
She looks like Jack White.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
like to
Hoagie
get
chick.
fucked up, do fucked up
Kinda
shit.
looks like
you know
Adam.
What I mean?
I'd fuck that chick if she said that to me.
I'd fuck you, dude.
Okay.
This is so bad, man. Look at, like, what is Bev wearing? She looks like, she kind of looks like a hot dog bun with tits and a serape on.
Yeah, it kind of more looks like a tortilla wrap or like a something.
Or a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
What? And also, I wanted to say too, like, traditionally Bev and Bob don't do a ton of swearing. They're not very lewd people. They are bikers.
Dude, you know they're swingers, first of all.
No, they're not. No one's swinging
every
with them.
swinger is ugly.
No one's swinging
All
with them.
swingers are ugly, dude. That's why.
No one's fucking Bev.
They're all the swingers are fucking her.
Bob looks like the guy that had
that fat drummer dude is fucking her.
No, he is not.
He totally is.
No, he is not.
Yes, he is.
Oh my god. But like, fucking
Let's get fucked up.
yeah, we get it.
fucked up shit.
Fucking Bob looks like the guy who had what's her name? Uma Thurman in the back of the fucking truck or in the van.
Yeah, we like to get
Yeah.
And Kill Bill there. Oh wait, wasn't that Michael Madsen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does have a Madsen vibe to him.
Well, Madsen's way cooler.
Of course he is, dude. Bev and Bob aren't anywhere close to that kind of coolness.
Dude, I definitely want a hoagie after this.
John Lemon says that the James Hogan guy is a 30-plus-year-old virgin incel who lives with his mother. Looks like we got another wizard to go after, boys. Yeah, we're gonna check out James Hogan right after this. I'm curious now. I will say kudos to getting the dancing broads.
Yeah, those chicks are pretty hot.
It almost makes up for this fucked up music. This is the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. You can't, even if you don't know your instrument that well, what they're playing, he's not moving from one string. He's playing one string. The timing. How are you fucking up that timing?
Yeah, the drummer's nothing special either.
And look at those lazy ass tits on Bev there. She is an oddly built woman.
They're all oddly built, except for those two broads.
Except for Bob. He's a fucking alpha, dude.
Yeah.
Bob's a man. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So the next cover that I've got is from Bev. This is a Bev exclusive. This is her cover of Thank You by Dido. And we're going to get to see a real up close, better, like an HD look at Bev, which we've never gotten to see before. This is a very recent, I think this was in the last like 4 months or so that she uploaded this. They've gotten better camera equipment since the last video. And so now you're going to see this woman up close, and I want you to tell me whether or not you still think she's swinging. Because I think this woman would be the loneliest woman in the room. Are you ready?
Well, I don't think we like ever thought she was hot. But...
Are you ready?
Yeah, we'll go on there.
I didn't say anything about her being hot. I said you said that she likely swings.
Oh, definitely.
I'm saying nobody would participate in such an activity with this woman.
All right.
Unless you had some kind of crazy fetish, I guess.
You see how ugly the people in that video were?
I do a show with an ugly guy. It's not like it's something that's like super distracting. I guess I'd still throw you a bone if you were really
I'm
hurting.
just saying, they're all ugly. They're gonna stick their dick anywhere, dude.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like ugly people are the horniest people too. Whatever, that's a discussion for another time. Let's just start this goddamn video. Ugh. I hate Dido too. I just, this is gonna be a chore. If it didn't involve some fat mess, check that bitch out. Would you, Robbie?
I would.
You know, would you do finger stuff with her?
Stuff.
Hold on, who does she look like? She looks, oh my God, what's that? Hold on, I gotta find his name real quick. She looks like
Babe Ruth?
No, she looks like the boss, like the head of the family in Goodfellas.
I thought you were gonna say that chick. This house is clean.
Her too. Her too.
Poltergeist chick. Yeah.
Paul Sorvino. Yes, she looks just like Paul Sorvino.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Just an old Ginzo. Get ready, boys.
Hopefully it's not so much makeup.
I want to see those heavy hangers.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I thought a bit at all. The morning rain clouds up my window.
Yo, I want to hear the intro again. I gotta hear that.
My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I thought a bit at all. The morning rain clouds
Did she try to
up
have
my
a British
window.
accent there?
I think so. She pulled him a Donner.
And even if I could, it would be all great. But my picture on the wall.
On the wall.
Reminds me that's not so bad. That's not so bad.
Why does she have Magic Kingdom behind her?
I don't know.
I drank too much last night, got bills to pay. My head just feels in pain. I missed the bus and it'll be hell today. I'm late for work again, and even
where's this
if
bitch
I'm
working?
there, they'll always
The Wawa.
that might not last a day. And then you call me, and that's so bad.
She had to drag it out.
It's not so bad. I want to thank you.
That's the best part she sang.
Giving me the best day of my life.
It's like a monotone, man.
Of course it is.
Oh, I thought she didn't have an arm.
Just to be with you
Did you guys see that?
is having
I thought when she brought her arm out, I totally thought she was a fucking amputee.
of my life.
Look, the green screen cuts it off.
Oh, just to be with you.
Look at that drinker's nose.
Day of my life.
There's a lot going on there.
Best day of my life.
Who is that? Who is this guy? Looks like a bald Zuckerberg.
What if it is Mark Zuckerberg?
Hey, Jeffrey.
Hope this helps you feel better. Thanks for the support.
Oh, it could be Jeffrey.
Oh, it was a shout out video.
Oh.
I think. Hold on, let me look down here.
I think that guy was dead.
That would be awesome. It says Bev does a special request video for John. Hope you get well soon, John, and thank you for your support in us.
You know John's a fucking troll,
Of
first of all.
course he is.
He's trolling me. He said, oh, I got fucking herpes. You got to do a song for me. Like, oh, they definitely know herpes. So they can relate.
I got herpes. You have to do a song for me.
I just found out I had herpes.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
fuck.
they'll, yeah.
You know there's a lot of trolling going on because this right here is a dead giveaway. All comments have been turned off on all of their videos.
Dead giveaway.
Yep. I'm telling you right now, dude, it's not a good time for them. Look at Bob, dude. You know he's just he bottoms out on every chick he's with.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a skull shirt sitting
He's
atop a
fucking, dude.
cross. He's got his Android phone in his lapel pocket.
I don't know. Is that a phone?
That's a phone, dude.
Okay.
It's either that or
Oh, yeah. No, it definitely you can see.
it's either that or a box of Capones, and I don't think anyone's smoked one of those since like 91.
Wouldn't put it past him.
Rock on.
Rock on.
They both wear dentures, by the way, it appears.
Thank you, John, for watching all of our videos. Hope you get better
I
soon.
wanna fuck Bev.
Push the door, I'm home.
Oh no, there's more? There's more?
Through and through. Then you handed me a towel.
She's got a shirt that says rockin' Bob and Bev style.
Down now, I wouldn't have a clue. Because you're near me. And
Not a bad
I want to thank
Shut up, Robbie.
you for giving me the best day.
The best
This video's
day.
gonna take it down, dude.
Telling you.
Oh, boy.
Just to be with you. Just having the best day.
Oh, she's gone.
of my
She's
life.
dead.
And I want to thank
That's growing on me.
you
Yeah, me too. I'm actually
for
getting into
giving
it.
me the best day. of my life. Oh, just to
Oh my
be with
God.
you is having
This
the
is why I'm
best
pro-choice.
day
My
of
position hasn't changed.
life. The best day of my life.
Okay. The video and the audio is way out of sync at the ending there. Well, that was uncomfortable. That was our Baloney Boy segment, and I think now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna check out the suggestion from John Lemon here, see what we can suss out of James Hogan. Let's see who this gentleman is. Oh, okay. He's got 240 subscribers, and wow, yeah, this is very, very undiscovered. So let's see. What do you guys see here that looks interesting? I guess we can do Heart Attack. That's his latest upload. It was uploaded 5 hours ago. John Lemon, is this you? This better not be you. You better not be trying to fucking get us to just go to your fucking channel. If it is, whatever, I guess. It doesn't matter. I'd still hook him up. Let's see. This is Heart Attack.
Oh, fuck.
He looks like Roland Campos.
A
little bit.
Okay. No more.
Fuck is this?
No more.
I'm not feeling this so far. He better do something incelly.
Okay.
It's cringy.
Skip forward about 20 minutes.
All right, let's see.
No more. No more. Oh, please help me.
got a
Please,
Beatles
Dad.
Mm.
Oh, shit.
Nice Beatles shirt. Fucking die. That'd be cool if this was a real heart attack.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Dude, all right, so classic wizard shit real quick. No sheets on the bed. Old ass, nasty looking pillow.
No time for sheets, dude.
No time for any of that business.
I can't.
And this guy is like a fat 30-something-year-old. He's got like a balding head.
25,
this is terrible, terrible genetics. I don't even know how to describe. He kind of looks like Zordon from the Power Rangers, like just the face that shows up in the tube and tells the Rangers what to do.
It does kind of.
I can't get up.
I don't get his shtick though.
I can't.
Me neither.
I can't take it.
Is it just? All right, well, let's try another video. He did a Terminator Genesis review. Let's check that out. Why is he uploading? Look how much he's uploading. This might be a mentally ill man. Look, 1 day ago, 1 day ago, 1 day ago. I'm not saying day ago. I'm saying day ago. I'm sorry. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen.
Hey, dude.
So yeah, 1 day ago. So he did a Batman and Robin review a day ago.
No one has ever reviewed that movie. It stinks.
Well, we're about to check it out.
Mr. Freeze.
Oh fuck, man. Yeah. It's finally come. The time's finally come. It's finally come. Pause. To review this piece of shit.
Uh-oh. Well, he just gave away the whole review.
Oh wait, God.
I want to know if it's good or not.
Yeah, that's what I think of the.
Did he really just fart in the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think
piece of
the.
shit.
That's if you're that fat, it's a shark every time. I feel like.
Yeah, you could hear it.
Guaranteed shark.
There's shit in his pants now.
Review for, fuck man, it's my review for Batman Robin.
I don't think he's. I don't know if
Man,
this is like real.
you know,
like
I
he
guess
sounds like he's being kind of like he's trying to do
I mean,
this.
like I was gonna wait to do it.
Like he's
I was
doing
gonna
a fake
wait,
Boogie, like how Boogie used
until I
to
saw
do
it
these
again.
types of videos, where he'd use that
Until I
accent and shit.
Saw it again on my on my 30-day.
John Lemon says he makes a lot of videos. Most are boring, but some are absolute gold, kind of like Cobra. Yeah, I could see that. I could see this guy if he's legit, like if he's got some kind of autism or some kind of bullshit going on with him. I could see him eventually becoming Cobra-esque in his fame, but I don't know. This dude's, I don't know. It just seems like he's intentionally affecting this like persona for internet purposes. Let's see, another bed video.
What?
Yeah, I'm not buying this.
Is he saying AIDS?
Who knows? He kind of looks like if Louis C.K. had a doppelganger that he sucked all the energy out of.
Or Brian Posehn.
Yeah. If he had a bloody double.
Bloody good. Breakdown, bitch. Breakdown. Fucking breakdown.
Dude, what the fuck is this guy's videos?
Fuck man, I feel like fucking Denzel Washington. Fucking Denzel Washington training day.
Shut the fuck. Okay, I can't handle that guy. That guy's a fucking bag of shit. Thanks a lot, John. John says John says he's been following him for a while and he's for real.
Cool.
So I don't know. Maybe this dude's
he
just
can be for real. It stinks.
His content it leaves a lot of things to be desired, but God bless him for trying, I guess. I can't talk down to anyone that's out there trying. You know, it ain't easy to get that internet fame.
No, I don't talk down to anyone trying or not trying. I just don't care. Either way. Try, don't try.
You actively encourage people not to try things.
Yeah.
Adam goes around telling people not to read and shit.
Yeah.
I don't like your hardline stance on reading.
Don't read. It ain't going to do anything for you.
It's not going to do anything for you.
Right.
It does a lot for a lot of other people.
You ain't black. Yeah, I mean, if you're in like second grade, yeah, read a book or something. But
dude, shut up. How about the other day we were talking, or actually this was a couple weeks ago. Actually, we were in the parking lot of the chicken store. We were talking about how cool Hatchet was.
Oh yeah, I had to read that when I was a kid. Am I picking that book up now? I'm like, oh, I gotta read Hatchet.
What if you ever have a stupid ass kid that looks like you and you want to read Hatchet to her?
What?
What if you have a kid you're gonna want to read Hatchet to her?
No.
Or him, depending on what they decide they want to be.
Yeah, don't gender. You don't know the gender of a child until they're 18, dude.
That's true.
When they decide, 18 months when they decide.
Yeah.
I thought it meant 18 years.
You got to figure it out. You got to figure it out before the second year, because that's just too
they'll
far
figure
gone.
it out. They will say, and then that is what they will stick with for the rest of their life.
Are you gonna voluntarily give them hormone therapy and stuff?
Yeah, they're gonna say, I'm a woman. Okay, you're stuck with that for the next 80 years.
You're a really good dad.
Yeah.
You're a badass dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of those things. I don't know. I'll never agree with you that reading's a bad thing. I still read almost every day.
I'll tell you this. There's a caveat to that statement. I don't believe in reading fiction.
Well, then why wouldn't you fucking say that?
Yeah, I read nonfiction all the time.
Oh my God.
I just don't believe in reading fiction. It's stupid.
I kind of agree. I'm not a big fiction guy.
I don't give a fuck about your stupid Hobbit story or whatever.
But what about wizardry?
No.
You don't want to read about Harry and his wizardry?
Fucking stupid.
About how Snape was
Harry
fucking
Potter.
waxing his wand with his ass cheeks.
Yeah, stop it.
Snape was a bad guy. He was secretly molesting all the kids.
Yeah, fiction sucks, dude.
I think Dumbledore was a pederast too. That's why Snape had to kill him. He had a bunch of hard drive evidence against him.
Probably.
That's it.
That's the real story going on.
Yeah, yeah.
J.K. Rowling.
Spoiler alert for all of you out there. Snape kills Dumbledore. No? Fuck you then.
If I would actually know Harry Potter, I don't know.
You know Harry Potter. You didn't see one of the movies. I know you didn't read any
Saw the
books.
first one.
Okay, well then you know Harry Potter. You knew enough about...
When did the first one come out? Because that's when I saw it. That was like 50 years ago.
That's not true at all. Not even close to true. You know, we're going to get the fuck out of here
at least
before
20
I
years old.
fucking kill my stupid-ass co-host here in Minecraft. I really appreciate you all joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks podcast. It's been a pleasure, believe me. And if you have any suggestions for the show or anything you want to see featured, go ahead and shoot us a email at therealbrasstacks@gmail.com. Follow us on all of our social medias. Instagram's The Real Brass Tacks. Facebook, Brass Tacks Podcast. Go give it a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like the stream if you have not already. I really appreciate all you joining us today. I think what we're going to do this week is kind of work on getting some underwear ready to ship out because we're not going to let this sniffer thing go. So join us next week where we have some more. We'll have a progress update on that. We'll probably have some products up there ready to show. And until then, guys, stay safe, healthy, and happy. Don't be assholes to one another. And we'll see you next week.
It's nice to be important. More important to be nice.
Have a good week, everybody.
Fuck your mother.